Hi everyone, Quick the Knee Fast Tano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review of the new Catbite record, Nice One. Philly band Catbite, out now with their sophomore full-length LP, which follows their debut in 2018 where they proved to be a bit of a breath of fresh air in the greater ska scene. They then hilariously followed that project up with hardcore punk and country versions of that same album. Jeff Rosenstock, Eat Your Heart Out. Those dropped like back in the spring, and now in the same year we have a new record of original material, which for the most part builds up and out from what their debut did so well. If Nice One makes one thing clear, it's that Catbite is not just a bunch of ska musicians, but they're students of the genre as well, as this 10-track album covers some of the major strains of this decades-old genre. There are tracks on this thing with sort of a rowdy, punk-infused third-wave energy that's pretty prevalent. Then there are other songs on this record with more of a classic feel-good, upbeat, two-tone vibe. There are cuts also with more power pop leanings a la No Doubt, such as the cut Not Your Baby, and songs such as Stay and Bad Influence throw things back to a more rock-steady groove. And then the song Biddy Biddy Bom Bom is actually a Selena cover, but you know, done in a ska style, and it goes over amazingly. The band's sound this time around also feels larger, not just showcasing the drums and vocals and guitars on their debut record, but now some keys, horns, grander showings of group vocals and harmonies. The bass instrumentation is coming through punchier than it was on the first record as well, essentially making a lot of these tracks sound like a huge ska party. But while the production is a big improvement upon their first record, I wouldn't say it's like, you know, the slickest or cleanest recording out there. There are louder passages of instrumentation on the record that may come off a little bit muddy. The lead vocals on the track Bad Influence are surprisingly buried in the mix. But what this record lacks in a gloss finish, I think it makes up for in just really tight and impressive performances. Most of the songs on this thing sound like they're tracked live or mostly live. The performances have this organic tightness to them that really has to be captured. Occasionally the playing is a little flashy too, like on some of the colorful solo passages on ASININE Aesthetic, as well as the flavorful groove and chord changes across the length of the record. But really the snappy songwriting, I think, will be the biggest selling point of this project. The song Call Your Bluff features some killer drumming and rhythm guitars that snap to that upbeat, and of course they underscore infectious choruses about making it and being yourself. Excuse Me Miss has a pretty rockin' hook too. Lyrically, the song also finds itself in a tangle between extreme lovesickness and feeling incredibly tired and desperate for sleep. The tension and this feeling of being on the brink of insanity really rings through. Stay, that I mentioned earlier, one of the more easygoing tracks on the record, has some amazing vocal harmony passages, a great pre-chorus build too, and this track essentially shows the band can do a ballad as well as a bop. Then on the authoritative Creepin', the band kicks ass through devilish verses and slick choruses about being sort of stalked on by a weirdo in public. So yeah, those are just kind of several of the highlights from the record, of which there are quite a few. But still, there are elements of the production that do feel like a little flat or like a little one-dimensional. Instrumentally, TV Screen Beauty Queen does see the band painting themselves into a corner a little bit. I hope on a record in the future they sort of prove themselves to be a bit more versatile than they are here. Like, this thing is by no means a perfect record, but it does have a lot of great highlights on it, and it does show a lot of growth from their debut. Album to album, like, this is so much more fully realized, better performed, written, and recorded. But still, Catbite does have some progress to make, I think, in terms of maybe writing a record that is genre-defining, especially in whatever this latest chapter for ska music is currently. For the moment, though, I think this record delivers pretty much what its title promises. A nice one. Nice. I'm feeling a decent 2 strong 7 on this one. Transition, have you given this album a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best, you're the best. What should I review next? Hit the like if you like, please subscribe, and please don't cry. Hit the bell as well. Over here next to my head, it's another video that you can check out. Hit that up, or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano. Catbite forever.